Peggy 3.
Hi, welcome to episode 2 of The Boot Room, the weekly show where Match Magazine's Darren Cross comes to our aid to make us all better FIFA 13 players. And this week I'm under scrutiny, aren't I, Darren?
Yeah, that's right. We played earlier and we're going to have a look back at the footage now and see if we can improve your game at all.
Indeed we are. In future episodes you'll be able to get involved and get your gameplay analysed. Details about that later in the show. But first up, it's Liverpool versus Newcastle United, and these are the highlights. Not too many from my point of view.
Hello, I'm Martin Tyler and this is Anfield. Kick-off coming from Liverpool. On to Gerrard. Here's a chance. And he goes for goal. And a goal for Newcastle United. Ben Arfa. Keeps it going well. He's got space. Must be. And it's in for Newcastle. And Cisse. Good pass. Brilliant opening. And it could be for Newcastle now. Got to be. And a goal for Newcastle United. Quick ball. Great opportunity. Goes for goal. He stopped the first shot. Keeps it going well. Here's the shot. Oh, and they're so close. Corner didn't produce the chance that they were hoping for. Shots on here, and he scores spectacularly. And the referee brings it to a halt.
So 4-0 there, Darren. Well played.
Thank you. Yeah.
What was I doing wrong?
Do you know what? Not a great deal, but there are definitely some things that that we can work on now that are going to improve your game, certainly.
So let's start with the formation. Should I go too much into the formation at the start of the game?
You should definitely go in and have a look at it. I did notice that you went straight through to the game without looking at the formation or the squad, and it is worth picking a formation that you're more comfortable with and that you're familiar with, because that's going to pay dividends for you later in the game, particularly when you're under pressure.
Darren, it was 3-0 in the first half. The first goal came at around about 18 minutes. What did I do wrong?
Really, all you did was you pushed your centre-back about 10 or 15 yards further forward than he should have been, and that opened up a big gap for me. I have to be honest, I tried to play the through ball to Cabaye, but I overhit it slightly. Unfortunately for me, it ran through to Cisse. Then it was just a case of I felt pretty confident that you were going to rush your goalkeeper out, so I just used the right stick just to nudge it by the goalkeeper, as you can see there, and then it was an open goal.
So why are my centre-backs so far forward?
I think maybe you either selected them and then you were just a bit too keen to come out and win the ball, and you either manually brought them forward, or maybe you were using the secondary contain with the centre back selected, which is going to bring them out of position. So
what do you recommend I do to keep them in position?
Really just hold your shape, be aware of who you've got selected, try and jockey the ball and stay goal side of the man, be aware where the runners are, and just to be patient really and not try to force it. You don't always have to win the ball, you can defend just by keeping your shape and slowing the play down.
The second goal, I think yet again it's an example of me being a bit over-eager to win the ball.
Yeah, that's right. Johnson's just overcommitted a little bit too far up the pitch, and it's left my striker with sort of 50 yards to run into, as you can see here. What happens then is, as I get in the box, my striker has got quite a lot of space, and your centre-back skirter was caught between pressing the ball and shielding the area there, or trying to block the anticipated pass to Ben Arfa. And then what happens is I think you get a bit keen on the player switch button, and rather than commit to one player you select many, and that just helps me with the space there in the box.
Yeah, I was definitely having trouble selecting the right player for the right time, and I was a bit indecisive. Is there a way I can make that a bit easier for me?
Yeah, I mean you can be more precise with who you select by using the right stick to just nudge that in the direction of the player that you want to control, and it will pick him up.
So the third goal, it came right on half-time, 45 plus 1. What did I do wrong?
Yeah, it was a similar problem really. The centre-back pushed out a little bit too early and a bit too far, trying to anticipate my pass and make a block, when really if he'd held his position he would have helped out your other defender, which was Glenn Johnson. At the point when Ben Arfa's got the ball, Johnson's really isolated. Ben Arfa can go left or right. I think you rightly anticipated him to go left because that's his strong foot, and I kind of second guessed you a little bit there, put the fake in, brought it back onto my right and finished.
So the fake shot, An interesting concept. How does it work?
Yeah, that particular one is new for FIFA 13. You hold the left trigger down and do the fake shot, which is to power up with the shot button and then press the short pass. But the key with this one is to let go of the left stick completely, so it just produces a dead stop with your player. And then you can just manoeuvre into position as I did there and finish.
Now, I had a few more attacking chances in the second half. Suarez almost scored, didn't quite. Why not?
Well, I think basically because he was nudged by my defender. I think one of the things about your attacking players, you keep the ball really well, but when it comes into the final third, you really want to try and be a little bit more unpredictable. I was fairly confident that you were going to get it back onto Suarez's right foot, which meant that I could bring my centre-back out to you and then put a little bit of pressure on you just as you struck the ball, and I think that was key in making the shot less effective.
Now, the final goal came off a corner. Now, I'm pretty abysmal at defending corners. I kept you away for some of the game, but this one eventually went in, and I think, to be honest, I think I know why. I didn't clear it.
Yeah, I mean, this one was an easy fix. At the moment when the ball drops to your player who intercepts on the edge of the box, if you hit the shoot button, you're going to clear that to safety, and that's exactly what a defender would do at the top level in real life. Instead, I think you try to pass it out of your defence. You get caught, and then there's the second mistake when Johnson, rather than going with my runner, who I think was Kabay, he commits to a tackle, misses the ball, and then I've got a free shot at goal.
So it was 4-0. I didn't do particularly well against you. What should I take away from this?
Two main things, I think, for me. First of all, be a bit more patient in your defence and be aware of your positioning. So try not to bring those centre-backs, especially the centre-backs, out of position, because that's going to leave big gaps. And secondly, I'd say you keep the ball really well, you're very, very patient with it, but just try to be a little bit more unpredictable. You know, there were moments there where you had it with certain players and I was fairly confident of where you were going to go. So yeah, just mix it up a little bit.
Thanks, Darren. I'll take that information on board next time I play. And if you'd like to play Darren and have your gameplay analysed in a future show, details are on screen right now. Darren, what are we doing next week?
Yeah, next week we're going to delve into career mode and have a look at some bargain players that I think can improve your squad.
Excellent, look forward to it. In the meantime, you can catch Darren every week in Match Magazine. Until next week, bye.